Once you have a product that you are happy with, you then need to centralize things to continue growth. Move fast and break things. Unless you are breaking stuff, you are not moving fast enough. A squirrel dying in front of your house may be more relevant to your interests right now than people dying in Africa. Our mission is to connect every person in the world. You don't do that by having a service people pay for. The question isn't, what do we want to know about people? It's, what do people want to tell about themselves? My goal was never to make Facebook cool. I am not a cool person. The companies that work are the ones that people really care about and have a vision for the world, so do something you like. Our goal is to make it so there's as little friction as possible to having a social experience. By giving people the power to share, we're making the world more transparent. Figuring out what the next big trend is tells us what we should focus on. The thing that we are trying to do at Facebook is just help people connect and communicate more efficiently. I just think that VR and AR are going to be a really big deal. I don't have an alarm clock. If someone needs to wake me up, then I have my BlackBerry next to me. Our goal is not to build a platform. It's to be across all of them. I wear the same outfit, or at least, a different copy of it almost every day. You get a reputation for stability if you are stable for years. I believe we have to nip Ebola in the bud before it spreads through Africa and to other countries. A lot of times, I run a thought experiment. If I were not at Facebook, what would I be doing to make the world more open? Facebook is in a very different place than Apple, Google, Amazon, Samsung, and Microsoft. We are trying to build a community. The thing I really care about is the mission, making the world open. The majority of people who don't have internet don't have the internet because they don't know why they want to use the internet. I just want to make sure when I have kids, I can spend time with them. That's the whole point. It's against all of our policies for an application to ever share information with advertisers. People at Facebook are fairly used to the press being nice to us or not nice to us. It's like, even in journeys like Facebook, we've had some very serious ups and downs. I look at Google and think they have a strong academic culture. Elegant solutions to complex problems. What really motivates people at Facebook is building stuff that they're proud of. Unless you are breaking stuff, you are not moving fast enough. If you're always under the pressure of real identity, I think that is somewhat of a burden. I started the site when I was 19. I didn't know much about business back then. The biggest mistake we made as a company was betting too much on HTML5. The basis of our partnership strategy and our partnership approach, we build the social technology. They provide the music. One of my big regrets is that Facebook hasn't had a major chance to shape the mobile operating system ecosystem. About half my time is spent on business operation type stuff. I think that people just have this core desire to express who they are. And I think that's always existed. I actually think people generally have an awareness and feel like, wow, these networks have a lot of information. I like making things. I don't like getting my picture taken. I will only hire someone to work directly for me if I would work for that person. It's a pretty good test. The main Facebook usage is so big. About 20% of the time people spend on their phone is on Facebook. We have a rule that if you check in code, you have to maintain it, so I mostly code on the side. I don't check in code anymore. As abhorrent as some of this content can be, I do think that it gets down to this principle of giving people a voice. I always tell people that you should only hire people to be on your team if you would work for them. I care about helping to address these problems of social cohesion and understanding what economic problems people think exist.